This is the weekly Pick-a-Card reading for the week of March the 4th, 2024. I'm going to deal 3 cards face down. Pick a card before I start turning the cards face up, and that will be your card for the week. Pick a card 1, 2, or 3. If you picked card number 1, your card is the 3 of coins. 3s represent Saturn, and coins represent money or other tangible assets. You've been working hard for something, and you are just starting to see the results of it. Recognize that what you're starting to see is only the beginning. Saturn is a slow-moving planet, but it is a long-lasting one. And Saturn always gives us back what we deserve. You deserve the rewards that you are receiving. Don't believe that what you're starting to see is the bulk of it. You can expect these rewards to grow steadily over time and be very long-lasting. You deserve these rewards. You've done such a good job, and if you keep it up, this can be a lifelong trend. If you picked card number 2, your card is the 5 of Wands. 5s represent Mars, and Wands represent your work in the world. The 5 of Wands very frequently represents a positive expression of anger. So if for some reason you're upset about something or angry about something, chances are that that anger is taking you from one place to another place that you really want to be. For instance, if you're depressed, anger is the next step closer to getting out of the depression. Sometimes if you're angry, it's you standing up for yourself and saying no to some sort of bad behavior that you're experiencing. Also, the 5 of Wands can represent pent up and unexpressed anger that simply needs to be released. In that regard, it's easy for you to do that by doing some kind of physical activity. Deep breathing, or pounding a pillow, screaming into a pillow, or locking yourself in a parked car and shouting out your very favorite 4-letter words. Whatever it is, recognize that anger isn't bad in this regard. It's actually a catalyst for something wonderful. So don't suppress your anger, but express it in a responsible and non-toxic manner. If you picked card number 3, your card is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man represents sacrifice, self-sacrifice. Very frequently, when we have the Hanged Man, we are feeling like nobody understands us, nobody's acknowledging us for all the work we've done, or some other kind of self-pity. It's okay to experience that, but what I want you to recognize is that you're seeing the world upside down. When the Hanged Man is in your reading, you're being called on to turn your perception around. When you do that, you'll realize you're not hanging. You're standing, but you're not standing on 2 feet. What do you have to do? Put your foot down. Put your foot down meaning use your sacred power of no. If you don't like something, say no. If you don't like the way you're being treated, say no. If you don't want to do something that people expect you to do, say no. It's your sacred power. You have every right to your sacred power of no. In fact, when you get the Hanged Man in a reading, start with no that day. Just assume that the answer is going to be no. And then you can reconsider later, but don't just agree to say yes to people just because that's what you're used to doing. Put your foot down when you need to. When you mean no, say no. But when you mean yes, say yes. But it's up to you to determine which is appropriate for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll have another Pick-a-Card reading next week. Until then, blessed be.